Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to, what are we? Classic Television SmackDown. I am so pissed off this evening. So bear with me, along with my lovely co-hosts, Jerome Connor and masculine Rosemary Rose. See what I did there? I am so pissed off. Everyone is watching us. Please excuse my demeanor tonight. Spirit has canceled all of my flights for me to attend my one of my best friends' memorial service tomorrow in Baltimore. And I'm pissed. I can't go. I've tried every avenue. Unless I want to drive 20 hours to get there, I really don't want to. But anyway, Saturday Classic SmackDown, yada, yada, whatever the hell we want. We are. It doesn't matter. Shut up, Cheryl.
Hi,
Anyway, oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Cheryl.
Love you, Cheryl.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so
it's a good thing you're not hosting tonight, Mark.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
I would have been snarling at everything. I ain't playing this crap. Show's over. Bye. It's amazing how during the era of classic television SmackDown and the ages that we were, we did not have these adult style issues that I'm putting up with right now. We didn't have the responsibility to fix things. We didn't have the responsibility to seek out retribution, revenge, refunds. We were young enough to just sit in front of the television and watch, Jeannie cross her arms and blink, laugh out loud because something stupid Gomer just did.
Laughing.
Marshall Dillon to the rescue. This is what.
Sorry.
This is
got him laughing though.
This is classic television SmackDown, and this week, thank God, she mentioned it before we came on. Thank God it's not my turn because we got the lovely, fantastic Rose, who's doing something. I don't know what the hell you're doing. What are you doing, Rose? I don't really care, but come on, just tell us.
Okay, so
you done yet?
Interactive television. Interactive television started with the game show, and so you could watch people on TV playing game shows, and you could play along, and you could scream at them like, "Oh, that's the answer! You got the wrong answer! No, you're supposed to go lower, not higher." Game shows have been a staple since the television came to life in the 1950s. And tonight, we're going to do just a minuscule portion of those game shows. And we're going to celebrate those shows that I grew up with. And hopefully many of you remember. And surprisingly, a lot are still back on the air again. So or never left the air, for one thing. So we're going to start off with a very classic show called The Dating Game. Dating Game originally aired December 20th, 1965. And it was created by Chuck Barris. I'm sure many of you know that name. He did a lot of shows. I believe he also did The Gong Show.
Yes, he did.
Yes, which is not on here tonight, but maybe in a part 2 because I loved The Gong Show. So yeah, it was a crazy show. So Dating Game was on. It was on ABC until July 6th of 1973, but then it was in syndication for another year, and it became the new Dating Game later on, and it has aired several different times over the years. And you can see a lot of it in reruns. There's a great network many of you probably know about called the Game Show Network, and you can catch a lot of the stuff here. That's one of the newer dating game shows. Probably that looks like the 1990s to me.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That's Leno. Yes, that's Leno.
It's Leno, but who's with him?
Yeah, who's the blonde in there?
Male or female?
The middle blonde of the three.
I don't know.
That looks almost like Paltrow.
I don't know.
But anyway, so that's the thing is that a lot of times these early actors and actresses getting their start would guest star on the dating game, and one of those was Miss Farrah Fawcett in 1969. Before she became an angel, she was heavenly on this show. So why don't you go ahead and play the clip?
Number 2, being from Texas, I'm used to having things done in a big way.
Whoa.
So how would you make a little thing like sending me flowers really big?
Well, if I were to send you flowers, first of all, I wouldn't send them, I'd bring them to you. And I wouldn't bring you flowers, I would bring you one beautiful, small, little rosebud.
Suck up.
Thank you. Number 3.
I think I'd bring you the biggest rose I could find. I might even talk someone into making one up.
Good job, Elvis.
Okay. Number 1, when is a woman really most beautiful to you?
When is a woman really the most beautiful to me?
Yes.
I believe it would be in the evening. Because if she can survive the day and she's still nice, she's beautiful then.
Number 2, same question.
Bad.
Well, in the morning, the woman's most beautiful as far as I'm concerned.
Why?
Why? Well, if they can survive the day and the night, then in the morning they're just beautiful.
Okay.
Cheesy.
Number 3, if you were in charge of everything, what would you make the national pastime?
Oh. I think jogging, but I'd make a special place for jogging. I'd make it so you could only jog around like a hospital bed.
Number 2.
You blew it, Elvis.
Yeah,
Excuse me, I was listening to his answer. It was great. What was it?
If you were in charge of everything, what would you make the national pastime?
Oh, I would make the national pastime just love, because I think that's a great pastime. It's really good.
All right, that's the signal, Farrah, and now you must make up your mind. So relax and think about it. While Farrah's deciding which of our gentlemen she'll choose, we'll take time out for this
Lee
message.
Majors. Lee Majors. Choose Lee Majors.
Okay, so you know who she obviously chose. Okay, so we don't even have to go to that clip because we know who she chose. She chose number 2.
Right. Yay.
Because number 3 was just a dork, and number 1 sounded like a creep. So.
Yeah, well, no. He was a creep.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh, he looked like so, like some kind of like mobster or something.
Yeah, I was thinking he was gonna make her an offer she couldn't refuse.
What the hell is this jogging around hospital beds? I mean, that's so appropriate for what's going on right now, right? Hey, let us in.
Wow.
So that was the dating game.
So number 2 wasn't Ryan O'Neal?
Yeah, I know he looked a lot like Ryan O'Neal.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't remember what his name was, but it was not Ryan O'Neal.
Yeah, that's amazing because he did look like Ryan O'Neal, but okay.
That's who she ultimately ended up with.
There were a lot of different actors that before they became big stars were all.
Well, you know, that's obviously what happened. She kicked him to the curb and went after someone who looked just like him.
No, she went with Lee Majors first.
She
was married to Lee Majors, remember?
Oh, okay.
She was
That's
Farrah
right.
Fawcett Majors, remember that?
That's bionic.
Amazing.
Sorry.
Oh, he's starting tonight.
My bad.
No, it's not. It was good.
Sorry.
So the host of the dating game was Jim Lang, and he was the host from 73 to 78. So
Wow.
there's been various versions of this show, and it's not on right now, but I'm sure it'll make a comeback. They always
Does everybody go like this?
So we're going to move on now to the next show, which is a show that's been running ever since I was a little kid and still on today.
Well, that was last year.
And that's The Price is Right. Okay.
Oh no, it's not.
No.
Well, it's what?
was that my cue?
You have The Price is Right should be number 2.
Okay, price is still too high.
Yeah.
Lana, my question to you is, what is the price of that paint?
Take the car.
$9.50. $9.50.
Now, we don't deal in 50 cents here. All of our prices are rounded off to the nearest dollar. Haven't you ever watched The Price is Right?
Oh, yes.
Well,
Neuter that dude.
Do you
dude.
want to make it $9 or $10?
He's dyeing his hair. You notice that in this one?
No, there's the buzzer, and that is not it. and he's moving $1 or one step for every dollar that you missed the price of the paint. You said $10. You can't buy anything for $10 anymore. That must be $15. It can't be $5. It is. Okay, how much is the dryer?
29.
Look at the
29
size of that
bucks.
thing.
Come on, 29
$15.
bucks.
15.
$23. Is that it? No, that's not it. Now, there he goes again. Let's hope he doesn't go too far.
Oh, it's so cold with these
He's
short
up
pants
to
on.
10.
Oh,
He stopped on 12. How much is the dryer? Dryer's $30.
Oh,
Now you
yeah.
have 13
Thank you.
steps to go, and
I'm
then
good at this
over the
game.
cliff. So don't miss the popper by more than $13. How much is the popper?
25 bucks.
$29. Is that it? No, it is not. Now he's up to 15. He can still go $10. 10 steps. I'm not even worried. Are you?
You know why that guy
Are
sings
you
like a
worried?
soprano?
Of
It's
course,
so
I'm not going
cold.
to Tahiti, so I'm not worried.
Oh no!
I'm afraid you're not going to the Tahiti either. I am getting worried.
Uh-oh, here he goes.
Stop! Stop!
Right there.
Stop!
Stop.
Stop! Do it!
There
There's
you
so
go.
much to
How
live
much
for.
is that popper? $56.
Oh my
Man,
goodness!
that's an
God.
expensive popper.
$56.
We'll play another price
That's
game for you, but right now
insane.
we're going to do this for you.
God, how old is this clip?
That was the 1980s.
Wow, because Barker's, still had the dark hair going,
Hey,
Dear me.
Jerome,
Yeah.
don't forget to spay and neuter your wife.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay.
So The Price is Right was actually began in 1956. The franchise started in 1956, and it was hosted by Bill Cullen.
Yeah.
And then in 1972, Bob Barker came on board. Okay, so I was like 1 year old when Bob came on. So I mean, every summer, this is the show that I watched. Okay, I had my liverwurst sandwiches, and I was watching The Price is Right. And my favorite game was the one you just saw. Every time the game is called Cliffhangers. And I love that yodeling little guy. Okay, he was just my favorite. Okay, the game actually premiered on April 12th of 1976, and originally the music was a portion of the silly song from Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. But you can imagine why it's no longer the song, because it's owned by the mouse. And so later on, the song became "On the Frances Mountains" is the song now. And it's from a record album called from Swiss Mountain Music. So, I'm sure that was a lot cheaper than trying to pay the mouse for musical rights. Price is Right is still on TV today. Bob Barker's no longer host, but I don't know. I don't think it's Drew Carey anymore. It was Drew Carey for a while, and I don't know who's the host now. I haven't watched it in forever. But I know that game. I did see that game playing not too long ago out of the corner of my eye. So that is The Price is Right. So what do you guys have a favorite game that you liked on The Price is Right?
Just spinning the wheel,
No,
I love
remember,
the wheel.
I remember the first time they did the wheel. Okay.
Yeah. I
And
like
they had
that.
the first guy to do it was a Marine, and he just gave it a good yank, and it spun for almost 5 minutes.
Wow. Oh my God. Yeah.
No, I think my favorite one is always when they roll the dice one for the car.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So.
Oh, it is still Drew Carey. Okay.
Oh well, Cheryl knows. Cheryl, are you watching this show? Is that how you know?
Yeah, I think he sits home all day.
At first, I didn't think he would be a good host because I wasn't a big Drew Carey fan, but he's done a good job. He's done a good job.
Yeah.
It just everybody's a little bit different, and nobody's going to replace Bob Barker.
No.
They drew a good guy.
Yeah, they did, and I always liked the Showcase Showdown because one was really crappy, and then the other one was the good one, and so you're like you want the one with the 2 cars or what the trip to Spain, but no, you just get the washer and dryer there and a set of Legos or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the older Price is Right, so I can see how bad, what they're bidding on, how bad the furniture looks, the
Yeah.
stock, even the vehicles, you want a Peugeot or.
Well, what's funny is you go back and watch those from the 70s, and the cars are like $3,000 or $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going, what?
Cool.
So,
okay.
Oh yes, that's another good game too.
Where
you drop the little thing in. And
oh yeah, okay, I like that.
There's also that one where you punch the little things and you pull out the tickets.
Yeah, Dina loves the wheel.
But yeah, I think that's you have to live under a massive rock, like under a mountain, not to have ever seen an episode of The Price is Right. Okay.
Agreed.
So it's a staple of Americana.
Yeah. Do you know what show Bob Barker was also the host for, and it was in total black and white?
No, I don't.
It wasn't Jeopardy, was it?
No, it was Truth or Consequences.
Oh, I remember that show.
Truth or Consequences. I watched that a lot too. Of course, that was before Rose was born, but anyway, I watched a lot of that too.
A lot of sitting and watching that when you're sick at home from school.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, what else you got?
We're going to go to a real fun show because this show got crazy every now and then, and that is Match Game.
I still watch this show.
I love it. Whenever I see it on Game Show Network, I always watch it.
But the best ones on Match Game were after a certain point. In 73 or 74, that's when they started getting really risque.
Yeah, okay, you're right, because it was originally on NBC in 1962, and then in the 1970s, like in 1973, when it changed the format, that's when it became a little bit more fun and a little bit risque. Okay,
thanks to Charles Nelson Riley.
Yeah. Hey, you know who got
entendres, and it was on from 73 to 79 on CBS. So it moved from NBC to CBS. And then later on, like many years later, I think it ended up on ABC also. So, but the cool thing about Match Game is you got these celebrities, which they're all like they're all kind of like they're working off of each other. That most of them are comedians, so they're all making these horrible jokes and they weren't always the same people, but a few of them were Betty White, Dick Martin, Marsha Wallace, McLean Stevenson, Fannie Flagg. Yeah. These were the semi-regulars.
Right.
Elaine Joyce, Sarah Kennedy, Joyce Bulifant. And
do you know who got his game show start there and later became a game show host icon?
I know. The thing is, he's in this clip that we're about to show you.
Okay.
So
shut up, Jerome.
Roll that clip, and we'll that was a good segue, Jerome. Actually,
thank you very much. I'm here all week.
You
know it wasn't.
That's the cool part.
Put up right here. Betty, would you like A or B, my dear?
B.
B for Betty. Okay.
That's as loud as I can get it, guys.
Fanny does not play. Everyone else
Well,
does.
that's not fair.
Yes, it's fair. Here it is. When King Kong went to the photographers, he was too big to sit on their pony. So instead, Kong blanked the pony.
That's the Cheetos guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Ate the pony, I guess.
Crushed the pony.
Enema the pony.
Kong went to the photographers. He was too big to sit on their pony, so instead Kong blanked the pony. Come on now, write something, Avery.
Avery Schreiber, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Part of a duo.
The mustache was part of his shtick.
He was too big to sit on their pony, so instead Kong blanked the pony.
He ate it.
He ate the pony.
I win.
That's okay. He ate the pony.
That's true.
Hi,
That
ate
was the most
pony.
difficult question in many years that I have had on this.
Very difficult. Some is easy, some is difficult.
But I went a little further than that. I say he belched the pony.
He belched the pony.
Yeah.
Ate him and then.
That was stupid, Avery.
I think that there's a buzz on that. Yes.
Yes. Is there a buzz on that? Oh,
That's two
thank you.
buzzers. Thank you very much.
Boy, you were debating over there whether to give it a gong or a buzz or whatever. All right.
All right.
What do you say, Brett?
Now, do you know who James Kirkwood is?
Yes.
He wrote There Must Be a Pony.
Right.
He also wrote a chorus line.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
He should do our show.
He'd like
And
to do
I
the show.
feel, yes, and I feel we should have him.
Oh, let's get James Kirkwood here. He's a terrific guy.
Yes, ate the pony.
Right. Ate the pony.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
James Kirkwood used to be a performer in nightclubs.
Yes, and he's a funny
And he's a very gifted guy. And let's get him here. Chuck.
Mimi Hines. She has a ponytail.
Right. Let's get Mimi Hines sometime too, okay?
No.
All right, she'd be all right.
She went. She saw chorus line. I know she went.
Ate the pony. That's good, everybody. So, what we're looking for here, Joanne, are pony eaters.
Well, what you'll get is bad grammar. I said he would eat the pony instead
He
of
would
ate
eat
the pony.
the pony.
That's
Oh.
all
Tense doesn't count. All right, tense is coming.
I swear to you what I'm going to show you. I've never done on this show before.
You have?
Oh, good.
Is this a first?
I swear to you. That's
You take your
obviously
clothes off.
ate the pony is the answer, right?
Yes.
What happened?
But that's it. End the clip.
Well,
What?
that must have been the end
What?
of the
We don't know what Dawson said.
He had the wrong answer. So what he does is he rips up the card and he tries to tell them it was 8 and they don't take it, and then he gets upset and he like almost walks off the set. It was crazy. Don't know why the clip ended there. So but that I guess that's just the way it got edited. So my daughter helped me edit the show, and guess that one got cut off. But that's how it is.
And because
Richard
of what
Dawson.
Yeah.
Yes, Richard Dawson got his start there on the Match Game in 1976. 1978. He became a semi-regular on the show, and we'll see him later on tonight in a little bit. So the next one is also a celebrity-styled show. It would pair up a celebrity with one of the contestants, and it originally started out as the $10,000 pyramid. And it debuted in March 26, 1973. But later on, that money grew and grew. And there's Dick Clark. He was the host for the majority of the time on Pyramid, as they call it these days. They just call it the Pyramid Shows because the name kept changing because the money just kept growing. And the one we're going to focus on is the $25,000 Pyramid, which was on CBS from 82 to 88. And there were a ton of celebrity guests, including Carol Burnett, Betty White, Gladys Knight, Jack Klugman, Shelley Winters. There's a whole list online.
Oh, yeah.
Leonard Nimoy even guessed.
It was Nimoy and Shatner. It was the two of them at one point.
I did not find that one, but I did find this interesting one, which is really this is really good because last week this man hosted Jeopardy, but his game show start chops on this $25,000 pyramid. Let's take a look at LeVar Burton.
Opponent has won $750. You must win more than $750 in order to continue. All right, stand by. Concentrate on one another now. $10,000. Here is your first subject. Go.
A clipper, a yacht.
Types of boats.
Going.
What an auctioneer says.
Adam, Eve.
Things in the Garden of Eden.
The Senate, the House of Representatives.
Things in Washington.
The
things
executive
in the Congress,
branch.
Things in the White House. Things in the Capitol.
The executive branch, the judicial.
Parts of the government.
Right. 34 across.
Things in a crossword puzzle.
Go ahead.
Sea waves, shaving cream.
Things that are foamy.
Wow. I could shoot myself.
All right, it's okay. okay.
34 across. If you had said it
34 down.
34 down would have helped.
I could really shoot myself.
it's all
I'm
right. It's
sorry.
okay.
Hey, now wait a minute. Let's add this. 3, 5, 6. You have won the right to come back by $50. We'll be back in a moment.
I could just blow my brain.
This show is tape recorded. We usually go right from the top to the bottom. We have stopped there while that commercial was on for probably 10 minutes because in the discussion of that game that you fellas just played over there, you said 10 across in describing a crossword. We made a call. We all thought that's a reasonably good call. We have given away $8-9 million on the show. We would never cheat anybody intentionally. They had a debate in there. That is one of those borderline calls. We have no precedent. We don't feel that across is an essential part of crossword. We think probably the call was wrong. You've got $10,000.
Excellent.
That's terrific. That's wonderful.
Happy days, my dear. We'll see you Monday. Thank you, LeVar. Tomorrow. For now, get Clark.
That was a very good call. Very good call.
I like that call.
Yeah, I can understand the word across. The word cross was in it, but I don't think anybody was thinking that when he said it. You know, so to think that that was a clue
I would have
to
said
the
like
answer.
34 across or something, you know. 'Cause
Sure.
that's, you know.
Sure, I would have said the same thing, but nobody's thinking, oh my God, he just gave away part of the clue. Well,
I didn't think that.
It was a clue to the answer, so whatever.
I think it was a good call too. So absolutely. So I love. So when I saw LeVar, I was like, oh, we got to do it.
Yeah.
Being the Trekkie, and I am, and because he just hosted Jeopardy, and he looks so much different now than he did then. But I think we all do. So.
I think that's called
other than you, Rose, we all get older. Okay.
So yeah, that was fun.
Sage, that's one of my favorites also.
What did you say?
Concentration.
Well, I'm not putting up those because in the respect of Rose doing the show and those possibly showing up in her report, I'm not showing those game names.
My apologies.
On the screen. So I'm just trying to be polite to her. Although Deanna and Sage want to keep going anyway. Go ahead, Rose.
Hey, they're having fun in the room. Let them have fun. Let them talk about games.
Absolutely.
That's why we're here to talk about the shows we love. And they might not come up tonight, but they might come up some other time. So there could be so many parts.
My laptop just gave me the finger, say you better plug me in or I'm shutting you down. So yeah.
So back to Richard Dawson, okay? Family Feud. And the show has had many different runs, okay? But in 1976, Richard Dawson became the host on ABC, and it ran from 76 to 85. So the Family Feud is a really interesting show because it's basically they ask these survey questions and you have to try to guess the survey answers. But the interesting thing about Richard Dawson is today he would be so canceled because he's always kissing those girls. and he was always making these double in entendre. You watch the reruns and you're just like, oh man, you would never be able to get away with some of that stuff today for sure, you know.
I even cringed watching him do that. At my young age, I knew how inappropriate that was. Oh, you can't kiss my mom and my sister and my grandma, you know. It was highly inappropriate.
Yeah, and some of the jokes on there, whoa.
Yeah.
That's like, it is what it is back then.
And sometimes you could, and they were kind of tough on these families, especially this one. This family he was kind of hard on. So why don't you go ahead and run the clip?
Name an animal with 3 letters in its name.
Frog.
Something found in a refrigerator.
Milk.
A brand of gasoline.
Regular.
Something that comes with a summer storm.
Snow.
A sport with an all-star game. Turn around.
Snow?
You may never be up here again. Let's take a look. I don't believe it. Name an animal with 3 letters in its name. You said frog. Our survey said 0. 2 people would have to say that. Something found in a refrigerator. You said milk. Our survey said 28. A brand of gasoline we wanted. You said regular. That's a good brand. Our survey said
It's the brand I use.
something that comes with a summer storm. You gave me the answer. Snow. Our survey said...
Wow.
I got good news and bad news.
Give me the bad news first.
The bad news is you need 172 points to win the money. Oh. The good news is you're the man to do it. I'm going to ask you the same questions I asked the other Bob. You cannot and you do not want to duplicate his answers. If you do, you hear this. What noise do we hear? Thank you. I will then say try again. You'll give me another answer, all right? Remind everyone, to Bob's shame, the answers he gave us. And give me 20 seconds on the clock, please. Name an animal with 3 letters in its name.
Alligator.
Something found in a refrigerator.
Milk.
Try again.
Ice.
A brand of gasoline.
Ethel.
Something that comes with a summer storm.
Rain.
A sport with an all-star game.
Football.
Football, you've got to give him that.
Oh my God! These people are like...
I can't stand it.
Any man that says alligator, you've got to give. Name an animal with 3 letters in its name. You said alligator. Our survey said... You don't use narcotics, do you, Bob?
No, but I
mean,
will.
I thought frog was bad. I thought frog was a disastrous answer until you came up with alligator. It was a real tough one, you know. Dog was the #1 answer. Dog.
Look at the blue.
Yeah, well, 3 letters in its name, dog.
Oh,
D-O-G.
Of the same letters you said.
No, I said
No,
with
you said
3
3
letters, right?
letters.
Then we wanted something found in a refrigerator. You both had this nailed down very well. Unfortunately, you repeated his answer, which was milk. But you said ice. That's the place to find it. Our survey said 17. Milk was the number 1 answer. It was the only good thing that Bob did. A brand of gasoline, we asked. You said
Ethel.
Ethel.
Oh, God.
Right. Which I think you've been drinking. Our survey said Zippo. The #1 answer was shell. Shell. Something that comes with a summer storm. At least you were see his answer? Snow. At least you said, I believe, rain. Is that correct? Well, that's good. Our survey said 9.
Wow.
Gosh.
That's surprising.
And then sport with an all-star game, you said football. It was about 2 minutes late, but I insisted you get it. Our survey said 29. Something, by the way, that comes with a summer storm was lightning, and baseball was the #1 answer to our last question. Now, you have amassed, to my amazement, 83 points.
That is amazing, Richard.
You get $5 for every point, a total of $415. Okay? Go.
Richard.
Please watch us tomorrow and see if he has the nerve to show up again, will you? We love you. We'll see you here on the Family Feud.
Wow. Wow. I mean, and they have to go back home.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the problem. They got it. And wait, here's the problem. Those shows were taped like 5 shows at a time.
Yeah, so they hopefully they had enough time to warn or at least explain to
or
the
at least get
neighbors.
into witness protection.
Yeah. Hey guys, we tied one on the night before. I'm sorry, but our brains just
It
weren't
was in
working.
California. It was all that weed, you know.
Yeah, I can see you know us. That's not us. You know how smart we are. So wow. Okay.
Yeah, and that's something. And so Family Feud is still on today. After Richard left, I think it went off the air for a few years, but it got renewed and came back on. And right now, Steve Harvey is the host, and it's been very popular with
He's
him.
doing a pretty
as
good job.
host. There were a couple of other hosts in between.
I actually attended a taping of a show because they came to Universal Studios and it was my day off. So I actually got in to sit on the audience front row.
Ooh.
Was with Steve Harvey?
Yeah, Steve Harvey's Family Feud.
Cool.
Yeah, they brought it to Universal.
Thanks to Family Feud, Richard Dawson was cast in a film that he was iconically perfect for.
The Running Man.
It was in The Running Man, exactly.
Yeah. You know what? I've never seen that.
Oh,
You
you just
should.
watching. Dawson's perfect.
Yeah, you should. It's dated now, but you'd enjoy it.
So,
all right, what else you got for us, kid?
We got another one that was a huge one when I was growing up in the 70s. It's based on a show that kids take a pen and pencil and they do tic-tac-toe, but this is tic-tac-dough. Okay. Okay. So they answer questions and then they get to put up their X or O in a particular spot. And this show was actually originally on it from 1956 to 1959. And then and that was on NBC. But when I watched it, it was on CBS and it ran for almost 10 years. It ran from 78 to 86. And then it ran in syndication for a while. And Jack Berry was the original co-producer and the original host of the 50s version. And Gene Rayburn also hosted it. But the one I remember is Wink Martindale. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and play some of Tic-Tac-Dough with Wink.
I'm going to try the center, Animal Songs.
Animal Songs for $300 to the pot. According to the lyrics of this 1967 hit song by a famous singing duo, orangutans are skeptical.
Orangutans, Wink.
Oh. Did I say orange? I didn't. No, I didn't. I did not say that. I'm going to start all over. I usually read these over before we start the show. According to the lyrics of this 1967 hit song by a famous singing duo, orangutans are skeptical, giraffes are insincere, and elephants are kindly, but they're dumb. First, name the song, and then name the duo who sang it. Dorothy, name the song.
I don't believe I know the song.
It's At the Zoo.
Yes.
And the duo who sang it, Simon and Garfunkel.
Wow.
And if you feel bad now, Dorothy, you don't feel as dumb as I do, I can guarantee you. Let's move the categories around while I pick myself up.
If you like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. And check.
Sorry.
Is Wink still with us? I think
Yes, he is.
Is he
yes,
really?
He is. Yes, he is still. And let's just say he has made some controversial comments.
Oh, I didn't know about that. All I know is I thought he was like selling water beds at some. At one point.
No. He's basically retired, and I won't get into what he said. So, because we're not that type of show.
But you know what? It was a fun show when it was on.
Oh yeah.
So that's Tic-Tac-Dough, and so it came back in the 90s briefly, but it hasn't been back. But at some point they'll bring it back.
Oh, yeah.
It just seems to be the thing with these game shows. They come back from the dead. I know that he hosted other stuff too.
He did.
He did.
But we're gonna go on to another one of my favorites when I was growing up, and that is Card Sharks. Okay, Card Sharks was on. It actually hold on a second here. Yeah, 1978 to 1981 on NBC. And Jim Perry was hosting. But I remember 86 to 89 with Bob Eubanks as host. And I loved screaming at everybody loved screaming at the thing. So, you're screaming higher, lower. So Let's flip those cards, Mark. On
Yeah,
Card Sharks. Do 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 do.
On a personal note, I hated this show. Let's go.
Peggy Card, come on down here. Peggy has not even been to the big money cards yet, but she is already $1,200 ahead.
I can't believe
It
it.
won right on the money, a $500 run. That's not bad. You cut the money card?
Yes, I did.
Shall the three of us go over there and play?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, let's get over there right now. Come on up. Be careful, Peggy. Let's not upset the little one in there. Those cards that you cut are waiting. $200 of new money. 3 cards on the bottom line to bet as you will. Up to the second level, we'll give you another $200 of betting money. 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half. Good luck. Let's do very well now. Remember, you're on your own, so if you get a double, you don't lose. We'll carry it over. Here's $200. You can change your base card if you'd like on each level. Thank you, Chris. We'll start Peggy with 200 and a 3.
Oh, keep it. I'm going to bet all of it higher.
$200. The whole thing that this card is higher than a 3. Oh, a big ace.
All of it lower.
$800 if this card is lower. Yes.
Okay.
Now a 6.
I'm going to bet 400 higher.
$400. Good size bet on a 6. I hope you're right. Higher. Yes. $1,200. We move up to 7 and give you another 200.
I'm going to change that card.
Oh, you've got good betting money and 4 cards to go. Come on, let's see a good change. A queen is better.
I'm going to bet all of it lower.
All of it.
All of it.
It is all or nothing. $2,800 if this is lower. Yes, it is too.
I'm going to bet all of it higher.
Trying for 5,600 higher. 2 to go. You're looking at a 10.
I'm going to bet 2,400 lower.
$2,400 on a 10. She is a gambler. She's been right so far. Come on, be right again. Lower. Yes! $8,000 as we move up a 6.
I'm going to change that card.
Oh, let's see a great change now. Let's root for Peggy. The 6 becomes a queen. Got to bet at least 4,000.
Lower.
All of it.
Yes.
All or nothing.
Oh.
Nothing or $16,000. If this card is lower. You wanted to pay for the baby in one fell swoop. Come on down here. Way to go. You sit so quietly and you are such a gambler.
Well, I started out with nothing. I figured I was 1,200 ahead anyway.
You're 12. You are more than that. You are 17,200 ahead. Come be right back. Don't go away.
He when he was flipping that thing, the creepy look on his face a couple of times. I'm like, no, I'm not betting them.
I'm tired just watching that show. I mean, my God. I can't watch it every week.
It was considered one of the best runs. Yeah, she was a big bettor, and it's weird because I've never really seen a pregnant woman on a game show before.
Oh,
so
I have.
I thought that was crazy. That was a great clip. I really love Card Sharks. I just. When you're a little kid, you can either get it right or wrong, so it was pretty.
It was a weird game, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
you
too
think
much.
So?
You know what? It was too much math. It was too much damn math. Okay. I got to where I am today because I got through math, and it was a horrible experience, and I would not like to relive that experience. Thank you very much.
Says the architect.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Rose, and whatever.
We have run through these faster than I anticipated tonight.
Oh, that's okay. It's
Hey, we're doing good. We're doing good.
We can stretch it a bit. What do you have? Hopefully, the next one you have was a show that I did watch routinely a lot.
I loved this show growing up. This was one of my favorite shows. More so than Card Sharks. This was a really fun one. It's aired many different times since the 1970s. It's The Joker's Wild. And it was the cool thing about it was it included slot machine and questions and it was just a great. It had a lot of variety to it while it was going on, and the show was billed as the game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen. Okay.
I remember that tagline.
And it was the first successful game show produced by Jack Barry. And that was after apparently he did some of the games, the quiz show Scandals during the late 50s. So this was his comeback. This was his comeback show.
Sorry, darling.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, you know what? And that reminds me, they did that movie quiz show, which I never saw. That was based on the scandals of the shows.
Yeah, 21. The show was the game 21? Show was called 21.
Okay.
And who was the guy who starred in it? I forget what his
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Ralph Fiennes, was it Ralph Fiennes that was in the film?
I think so. I'll look it up though.
That is correct. Go ahead.
But yeah, so that would be interesting to watch. I had heard a little bit about it because I used to be in
quiz show.
TV broadcasting, so we talked about it. Pressure Luck. Yeah, that was a fun show. So why don't we go ahead and run the clip for the Joker's Wild, because I really, when I found this clip, I just thought it was really, really awesome. So go ahead.
Okay. Cool.
You're off to a good start. Lee Baird, good luck. Joker, fictional bird, Politics 72.
I'll try Politics 72 for
$100 question. In what Washington apartment hotel did the bugging of Democratic headquarters allegedly take place?
The Watergate.
Right. It's a tie game, 100 to 100.
Hello, Nicholas.
Carmen Gutierrez. Joker. Joker. Joker!
Woo! That's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend.
Here's a situation that hasn't happened previously on the Joker's Wild. As most of you watching across the country know, if you get 3 jokers, and if you can answer one question on any category, you automatically go to $500 and win the game. In this instance, and this I believe is the first time it has happened, if she does answer one question correctly, not only will she go to $500, but she will break the jackpot and take home in cash and prizes $9,120.
That's my girlfriend.
If she misses the question, the game goes on as usual. Carmen Gutierrez, select your category.
Fictional birds.
Fictional birds.
Ooh, interesting.
Right?
Interesting choice.
Here's the question.
We can do this. We can do this.
For $9,120, according to tradition, what type of bird returned to Noah's Ark with an olive branch?
The dove.
Right, for $9,120.
Look at him, he's like all mad now.
I want you to tell the audience what you just said, Carmen, what you shouted out.
I never owned a car in my life. I don't even know how to drive, but I'm sure gonna learn.
Our congratulations to you. Lee Baird, you ran into some tough luck here. Very, very tough luck indeed. But that's the rules of the game, the way it goes. Let's say goodbye to Lee Baird, who really didn't have much of a chance to display his knowledge. Thank you very much for playing, Lee. Goodbye. Thank you.
Wow.
So,
awesome
yeah, I
talk.
love that thing about she never had a car before, and she's going to learn how to drive.
Oh, man.
Awesome. Okay, we don't need to end here. I have at least a few clips to add to your show when you're done.
Yeah, and so those were my choices for the night, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. It seemed like first time I see Nicholas join us. So if for those of you who don't know, he at conventions and stuff, he's always like the game host for shows like he does a version of Jeopardy. He did Wheel of Fortune. I've gone to a few of his shows.
Does he dress up like Vanna?
No, but he's the game guy, and it's pretty awesome.
All righty.
Okay.
So why don't you why don't you go ahead and play some clips that you have for us, Mark?
All right, I just found these just as you spoke. So let's go ahead and take a look at this moment. Oops, I got to click that. Make sure audio is clicked. Do that and share the screen and check volume on and move. Get out of here.
What happened?
Oh, I can't start it because this damn thing at the bottom is in the way. Oh, there we go.
During what months of pregnancy does a woman begin to look pregnant?
September.
He walked away.
Something you wouldn't try even once. Matthew.
Sex on a train.
Sex on a train. No.
Oh, those British.
People didn't come up with that one.
Something a burglar would not want to see when he breaks into a house. Rob.
Naked grandma.
Naked, huh?
Well, that's true. I want to see my grandmother naked.
I don't want to see that either.
Name a famous Willie.
Willie the Pooh? You know, John?
Yes, we do.
Doesn't she have pretty nipples?
Oh.
What is your favorite part of our newlywed game set? Jim?
Probably wife number 2.
Okay, there's the divorce court.
Name a piece of clothing wives buy for their husbands.
Halter tops.
Edgar.
Fish love.
Jenny?
Wish list.
Name something you feel before you buy it. Excited.
A vegetable you marinate.
Grapes.
Name something you might buy that could turn out to be phony. Yeah, a horse.
He didn't realize that he said it.
Rutted, phony horse guy. Name something that can kill a lively party. A gun.
Yeah.
Romantic sounding musical instrument.
Drone.
Name something you might accidentally leave on all night.
Yes. Your shoes.
That one makes kind of sense.
With them to the beach. Turkey.
The first thing you buy in a supermarket.
Turkey.
Food often stuffed.
Turkey.
Describe these words that begin with the letters S-T-A. Go.
Ouch.
We asked 100 people to name a game you can play in bed. Steve.
I Spy.
Ice.
Something you squeeze.
Peanut butter.
What would be the ideal everyday temperature? Everybody, this road.
Wow, he's looking old on that one.
98.6. Survey said,
People, your time starts now.
A group of pill pushers?
Name a yellow fruit.
Orange.
Name something that comes in pairs. Fred.
Bananas. Oh, God.
We asked 100 people to name a famous author. Kenny.
Shakespeare.
Arthur Shakespeare.
Name something that follows the word pork.
You pie.
Huh?
Gentlemen, other than popcorn, what is your favorite thing to nibble on at the movies?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get shot. Her boobs. I don't know if you.
Name a part of the body that gets bigger as adults get older.
Freddie, penis.
Name something a man has that he'd be upset if someone else used it.
How about his jockstrap?
Ooh, wow.
Ooh. She's right about that one. She's right.
Will your husband say his mother has lived? Gloria.
10 decades.
10 decades. John, how many decades has your mother lived? Joe, you have a troubled look on your face. What's the matter?
Oh, I don't know what a decade is.
44th birthday, so she'd be good. It's 4 years a decade. She'd be 10 decades. 10 decades.
Wow. All right.
Those are fun.
I think I filled in some time for you there, Rose.
We had a lot of celebrity shows here. There was the quintessential celebrity show we missed here.
Oh yeah.
Hollywood Squares.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And and who was in the center square most of the time?
Paul Lynde.
Paul Lynde. And I swear the only show I ever saw him on was Bewitched.
Really?
Yeah, I never saw him on any
that-
other show. I mean, he had his own show. I know he had his own show. I never saw it. But other than that, that's, how did he rate the center square all the time?
Because he was like the funniest guy on there.
Well, there is that too.
But you had mentioned that it showed that clip about Richard Dawson when he looked older. He actually came back briefly to rehost the show much later on. He was done, I think, in '86, and then he came back to fill in after somebody had left the show, and he was on for like maybe a year or so.
Yeah, he looked really old and bad on that one. That old one.
Yeah, he was a lot older.
Okay, before we go, I have to do one more thing.
Oh yeah, Waylon and Madam. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I don't have that. What are you talking about?
Waylon, you know who Waylon and Madam is, right?
Yes, I do, but that's not what I was
show
going
up
to
on Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got Rose excited, and I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? All right.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, come on.
During the 18th century, it was common for a bride to sell something at her wedding reception to help pay for the cost of the wedding. What did she sell?
Her firstborn.
There is now a travel agency that specializes in nude cruises to Europe.
I bet I know how to pick the captain.
The more money you make, the more likely you are to take a drink now and then.
Is that why Catherine Kuhlman slurs her words?
Wow.
When Laurie Lee Schaefer went through with it, she gave it to Terry Ann Mewson. What was it?
Oh, Hugh O'Brien.
The Vatican recently lifted its ban on female visitors to St. Peter's who wear miniskirt shorts or see-through blouses. But there is one condition, Paul. What?
They must swear they're all Protestant. They can get in.
All right, that was a few one-liners I wanted to show you since you mentioned Paul Lynde. I thought I'd find that for you.
They always let him get away with the funny joke one, and then he got to tell them.
Well, actually, what it was I don't know if you know behind the scenes is they were given the answers, and they were also given a comedy card too. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so they got to choose which one they wanted to answer, and so the contestant has to agree or disagree with what the answer was.
Okay.
I never knew that all this time. Wow.
All righty. Well, swell job, Rose. You did a good job as always. This was Classic Television SmackDown. Rose focused on game shows for this week. Next week, we have no idea whose turn it is nor what that person's going to do. Wait a minute. Next week. Yeah. Next week we're on.
No. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
No, 2 weeks. I'm sorry. 2 weeks we're on.
That would be you, Mark.
And next week is, of course, Saturday Morning Cartoons. And we're going to do a replay tomorrow morning for Saturday Morning Cartoons. Since I'm supposed to be out of town and Spirit screwed me, and I'm going nowhere now. So we're going to watch our own shows tomorrow, I guess, at some point. But
yes, this is the first time we're going to have a re-airing of our show on Saturday morning cartoons at 9 o'clock.
We're going to
big enough now that we have our own reruns.
Yes, we're going to test this, and I'm going to have to look at it and see exactly what it is that we do on this damn thing. So, wow.
Now, 2 weeks from now, do we have a guest host for the Saturday morning cartoons? Or
yes, we do. We have Joe Thompson coming on. Of course, was that supposed to be next Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. Next Saturday he'll be coming on. Tomorrow, I'm sorry, I'm thinking it's Saturday, Sunday at 5. Robert Lupo and I are going to do a review of Suicide Squad. Spoiler City, if you haven't seen it yet, don't watch our show. So, of course, if you have, I got to think about it. Disney Plus, is that right?
It's HBO Max.
HBO Max. Thank you. If you have HBO Max, you can watch it tonight. You can watch it anytime during the weekend. But we're going to go ahead and talk about it on Sunday.
I really enjoyed seeing you and Lupo back on the screen. I got to see some of it a little bit afterwards. After you.
We had a great time last week. So as long as there's movies out there for us to attend, we're going to go ahead and go see them and then come back with a review show. Rather than me go ahead and type the reviews on my page, I'll wait till Sunday to see the show. So we did Jungle Cruise and Black Widow last Sunday. This Sunday, we're doing, of course, Suicide Squad and Loki. We're going to go ahead and go ahead.
I was going to say, though, is a little note on last time's show, which was the commercials. Ron Porpuri, or Ron whatever, passed away. The man who started us all the infomercials.
Yes.
And wait, there's more.
Yes.
He just passed.
Rongo?
I did not know that. Ron Pompeo.
He created Bronco.
Yes.
No, I did not know that. That's sad.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
So I saw our hats off to him. We lost another great motion.
He was a great commercial guy.
TV guy, commercial guy. Thank you. Yeah. Great commercial guy. Hey guys, thank you for joining us this evening, and we're going through your comments right now. This was a fun show tonight, Rose. Fantastic job as always. Whose turn is it next in 2 weeks, guys? I keep forgetting.
Yours.
Boy, girl, boy. Right. I'm always behind. I'm always after.
You're always after Rose.
Yeah. We'll figure out what we're doing. I got a couple shows in mind that I want to plan. So just look for us in 2 weeks on Friday. And I have a show on Wednesday with Mark Knows Everybody. Robert Broughton, who is a producer. He did a lot of Star Trek independent movies or whatever, which were very good. So we're going to talk about him. He has another Star Trek project that's coming up. So we're going to talk about that. And that's it. I don't have anything anybody wants to report other than what we did. Nope. Okay. That's it. Thank you guys for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome every time you come out and watch us make fools of ourselves. And
tell your friends.
I'm the king of us. Tell your friends.
We're having so much fun doing this show.
All of our shows, we're having a lot of fun on. And wait a minute. Am I cartoons next week as well?
No, because we have the guest host next week.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then it will be you.
I'm filibuster. I'm just still upset I can't.
So in 2 weeks, you have to do the classic television and the Saturday morning cartoons.
As it seems to be running these days, we got double duty.
We each one are doing 2 each. I know, it's just absolutely crazy. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Surfside 6.
What's that?
Surfside 6.
An address?
Surfside 6.
77 Sunset Strip.
77 Sunset Strip.
Starring Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.
It's about time, it's about space, about two men in the strangest place. It's about time, it's about flight, traveling fast.
Maverick. Starring James Garner and Jack Kelly. Love That Bob. Starring
and moving, though they're disapproving.